becomes more and more important. And that's for every guy here. We got to do it better. Our goal is to have the kind of team that nobody wants to play. And that means that we have to impose our will to dominate the competition all the time. It's all about what does it take to break you.
What does Ken Whisenhunt hiring means for Nick Saban and Alabama football? I think it means a lot. Welcome to Nick Saban Jr. Sports Talk TV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like and subscribe to the channel. Watch the video from beginning to the end. Most importantly, please like and subscribe to the channel. So, Ken Whisenhunt served in the National Football League as a coach for a long time, but now the 60-year-old coach is taking his style to Tuscaloosa to work with Nick Saban. He will be the special assistant coach to Nick Saban, which will require him to do several things, like he will be helping planning in offensive and special teams game planning and breakdowns. He will sit down in meetings, chart different statistics and analytics, bounce ideas off other coaches to create the best strategy against opponents, and help in the landing of the big-time recruit in that season. Big-time recruit. Whisenhunt will also be involved in camps and clinics. So basically, when they bring recruits on to evaluate them, he's going to be involved in that. And he will also have his hand in many other things. So, how does Ken Whisenhunt bring toughness back to the culture? Don't know. I think he will, though. So, Alabama's a school. Players want to get to the NFL. Come to Alabama, you expect to get to the NFL. So, each player wants to get to the NFL to the next level. And Whisenhunt was the NFL coach, including head coach for several years. He's going to give guys the tough truth, love about what they need to improve and excel. After watching Georgia win back-to-back national championships, Tide fans, me, all of us Alabama fans, we want to get back to that. We want to get back to playing bully ball, bullying in college football again. And I like this hire because Alabama needs a mixture of old school and new school guys to bring back Alabama on the top. Tom Reese and Austin Armstrong, young guys. Kevin Steele, Whisenhunt, old school guys. I like that. The mixture of a young guy, young school versus old school. Old school gonna bring that tough mentality, that grit, that grind. And the younger guys gonna bring that different mindset. But at the same time, it's all getting back to the basics, but mixing it up, making a big old national championship gumbo. That's what we want. We want national championships, baby. So, this past season, Ken Whisenhunt assisted the Nittany Lions to 11-2 record, and they averaged 35.8 points per game in the Big Ten. Can Whisenhunt recruit? That's going to be the thing. Can he recruit? But overall, I like this hire because when you do the homework on Whisenhunt, he's coached for a long time. Hey, he played at Georgia Tech. As a player, he was with the Atlanta Falcons, Washington Redskins, and the New York Giants as a player. Then as a coach, his first coaching stint was at Vanderbilt from 95 to 96 as a special teams, tight ends, and halfback coach. With Baltimore, he moved to Baltimore after that in 97-98, tight ends coach. Cleveland Brown, tight ends coach in 99. New York 2000, New York Jets. He was a special teams coach. Pittsburgh Steelers. He was a tight ends coach from 2001 to 2003. And 2004, 2006, he was the offensive coordinator. And I'm pretty sure then they won the Super Bowl with Whisenhunt. So, a coach that has Super Bowl experience. Then listen to that. After this, he moved to Arizona Cardinals from 2007 to 2012. He got the Cardinals to a Super Bowl I remember that Super Bowl. Kurt Warner, Larry Fitzgerald, them guys, they lost. But after then, he was fired in 2012, and I think San Diego Chargers picked him up in 2013 as an offensive coordinator. Then came over 2014 to 15 as a head coach for Tennessee Titans. So, and after that, San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers, 2016 to 19. Penn State, he was, and this past season, 2021-22, he was an analyst at Penn State. So, what I'm seeing right there, he's bringing somebody in with the NFL experience, and this is telling me about what Nick Saban like to do. He like to bring that NFL experience in because he knows his players are trying to get to the next level. And at the same time, I think this is going to help Tom Maurice out. But the biggest thing that stuck out to me is we brought McNulty in. Tom Maurice is the OC. And we got Whisenhunt now. Tom Maurice liked to use running backs and tight ends. McNulty was a tight end coach as well. Whisenhunt coached tight ends at several different places. I am expecting Alabama's tight ends room to take a major jump. Marvin E. Black, Miles Kelsman, Elijah Brown, Robbie Oots, CJ, Dupree, Dipper, whatever, I don't know, the guy from Maryland. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So many guys. I'm expecting that tight ends room to go crazy. And old school guy, old school mentality. He's going to bring that in. He's going to bring that toughness in. And I'm impressed, too, with their special assistants that Nick Saban also has because you got Styles Cesare, Whisenhunt, and the guy, what's his name? Todd Watson. Todd Watson, he was at several places, too. But the main place I remember Todd Watson from is he coached Julio Jones. And the reason why I remember him because when Opelika Bulldogs versus Foley played in the playoff Julio Jones senior season, I went to that game in Opelika. And that Foley team, I'm just saying, that was ridiculous. I think he had a stint with the Birmingham Iron. He worked with Troy as well at one point. So he been around. But I'm seeing lots of old school football knowledge with these guys. That's what I'm seeing. Mixed with the new school. And I'm telling you, I think this is what Alabama needs. But my main thing is I'm expecting the Alabama tight ends room to go crazy. And Georgia fans will be like, oh, now y'all want to be like Georgia and use the tight ends. Yep. And so what? So what? I'm expecting the Alabama tight ends room to take a jump. And special teams. He's going to provide good game plans with special teams. And that's what special teams is part of the game that it could be that part of the game that can be that one part of the game that can get you over the hump, get you over the edge. And I'm expecting us to do well on special teams this well. But tight ends room, look out for the tight ends room.